Hi there, this is Steve Whitson from the cleverly named website stevewhitson.com, where I help realtors turn social networking into business gold. What I want to look at today is Google Buzz, Google's new social media application, whether it's a realtor's best friend or whether it's something that realtors don't need to care about at all. So what is Google Buzz? As I said, it's Google Media's new social media service. It was released on February 9th. And it's a direct competition to Twitter and Facebook. It shares some similarities with both, and it's Google's attempt to claim their piece of that pie. It's integrated with Gmail, so when you have a Gmail account, you can access it. You can access Buzz through your Gmail account, and significantly, your base followers, if you will, are your Gmail contacts that you regularly chat and email with. Like Facebook and like Twitter, it lets you share updates, links, photos. It does some things in slightly different, flashier ways than either of the other services, but basically it's exactly the same as the services that we've grown to know and love. And it's basically Google's continued attempt to take over the world, just like Google Docs is taking on Microsoft Office. This is Google's attempt to take away some of that market share from Twitter and Facebook. I've spent the last couple of days looking at Buzz and some of the pros that have popped out from a real estate perspective. First of all, search integration. Now, if you're a Twitter user, you know that your Twitter posts can be uh, searched and found through Google. But obviously, Google Buzz is going to be even better at integrating in Google because it's their own program. So they're going to be interested in promoting and supporting that. So that means that it'll be even easier to get access into Google rankings and to use that to your advantage in terms of making yourself visible and creating a reputation. Not sure exactly how that's going to work out. We just know that it's very likely that it will work out. There's no limit to how much you can post. If you get frustrated by the 140 word limits that 140 character limits that Twitter has, you don't have that same limits here for Buzz. This is neat. You can decide who each post is shared with. So in Twitter, when you broadcast something, unless it's a direct message to one person, it goes to all of your followers. In Buzz, you can decide to send it to all of your followers, or you can send it to just some of your followers, like if you wanted to send something just to your friends or just to your family members, or just to past clients or just to current clients. Any one of those things you wanted to segment, you could. And more significantly, with Google, you can also make it public so that the entire world can have access to it, whether they're one of your followers or not. Another thing that Google's Buzz does that's going to be very exciting is it recommends relevant posts. So even if you don't subscribe, if you're not a follower of somebody, if they have a post that Google thinks would be interesting to you, it'll show you that post, which is a very powerful thing. If somebody's showing that they have an interest in buying a house in Seattle, for example, and you consistently post about selling houses in Seattle, then it's quite possible that that person will come in contact with you even though they're not a follower of yours. So it's an exciting way, potential way, to get new contacts. Some of the cons that have come up, and this is big. There's more than are on this list, frankly. There's no traction yet. Twitter has hundreds of millions, however many people it is. Facebook just passed 400 million users. People seem quite happy and content with both of those services. So there isn't really a screaming need for a new one. So as a result, I don't see, it hasn't been quickly embraced so far, and I don't see it being rapidly embraced as a new solution that everybody needs to be on now. There's no Facebook integration. This is a big one. There's absolutely no way for you to talk between your Google Buzz account and your Facebook account. You can't integrate them in any way. With Twitter and Facebook, you can integrate them so that your Twitter updates show up on your Facebook account. Your Facebook updates can show up in your Twitter account. They can talk back and forth. Google and Facebook work totally separate of each other. There's limited Twitter integration. So the only integration you have between Google Buzz and Twitter is that you can get your Twitter posts to show up on your Google Buzz account, but you can't in any way update your Twitter from your Google Buzz account or access your Twitter followers through Buzz or anything. So there's very limited integration there. And because of those two things, Google Buzz seems quite redundant. It would be a powerful tool if somehow it allowed you to strengthen your use of the other two communities, but because it operates separately in its own island like it does, there's no way to integrate Twitter, to integrate Facebook, to work together. So it just means that you have to start another community, work another service, log into another program, and keep doing the things that we're already doing in those two places. So there's no uh, uh, synergy created amongst all these sites, and that's quite frustrating. It's also unclear how to efficiently add followers. So far, it seems like you can add followers by knowing their email address or knowing their names, but that's not very useful for people that you don't know their email addresses or names for. In Twitter, it's the biggest power of Twitter is that you can access people based on demographics, based on location, based on interests, what they're posting about, all of those things. And none of those so far seem to be available in Buzz. So the big question, what's the bottom line for realtors? Buzz is far from perfect for a lot of the reasons I've talked about and a lot that are out there and in other places that people are talking about. There's a lot of problems with Buzz right now, and I don't see it being uh, a business builder right now. I don't see it being something that you need to jump on immediately because if you're not there, then everybody else will beat you to it. But, and this is a big but, it's going to evolve. Google has this habit of throwing things out there when they're not quite ready and then fixing them as they go along. So we know that Buzz is going to get better. So why not stake your claim now? Why not get in the ground on the ground floor, if you will? So what I want to do is just switch over to my Buzz account quickly and show you a couple things you can do to get in on the ground floor without having to spend extra effort. If you log into your Gmail account, you'll see that Buzz is right here on the sidebar. If you don't have a Gmail account, just Google Gmail and you'll figure out how to get one. When you click on Buzz, there's two things I think you should be doing right away. The first is where it says Connected Sites right here. You want to click on Connected Sites and then add your Twitter. Because when you add your Twitter, what will happen is that every time you post something in Twitter, it will automatically get posted to your Buzz account as well. So you're being able to broadcast what you're doing in Twitter already to Buzz to connect with that community without having to do anything extra. You can also do the same thing with YouTube if you're a YouTube user, or Flickr if you use photos for your business, whatever the issue might be. The second thing you want to do is go to your Google profile and edit your profile. Make sure that your name's updates, your where you live, where you're operating your business, who you work for, what you do. You're a realtor specializing in X. Anything else that you might find interesting in here. If the schools that you've attended is important to you or important to your clients, then maybe you want to include that. Up here, you'll want to click where it says allow people to contact me so that people can find you, because that's obviously the point. A short bio in here can let you show off a little bit of your personality and show why people should be interested in you. You can even use links in that if you want. And then down here you have the ability to add links to all the different places where people can find you. So for example, I'm going to stick in my website and just click add, and there it is, it'll show up there. And so here you can list your Twitter account, your Facebook account, everywhere where somebody might be able to find you. And then the last thing you want to do down here is on your profile URL, you can personalize it so that your URL, where the web address, becomes your own name, which is a very important thing for people to make it easy to find you. So you want to do those things and save those changes also. Those are the only two things I would say to do right now to get to a situation where Buzz is working for you. And then you're ready, if there's more that ready to be done later, at least you've established a presence. As Buzz evolves, you're there and you're ready to capitalize on it. That's all I have today about Buzz. If you want to find out more about me or from me, please visit my website at stevewhitson.com. There you can sign up for the Realtor Networker, my weekly newsletter full of social media marketing tips for realtors, or follow me at Steve Whitson. That's all. Great. Thanks. Have a great day.